Good morning, everybody. So I am Justine, technical advisor for bread in Delta. As you saw, Delta is producing 50% of the rice in Myanmar. So we will focus on the agroecological practices we developed for paddy production in our program. So just to present a little bit the context, there are three ecological areas, salty, brackish and fresh water, in a water environment. So it's not easy to reach every village, and even for farmers it's difficult to move around because everything needs to be done by boat. It is a major rice production region, but not only. There are other secondary sources of income like livestock, like vegetable production and things like that, especially because we have 66% of the population that is not rice farmers. They don't have rice field themselves. There is high prevalence of stunting, although this means for children under 5 years old, they are short for their age, and this is due to micronutrient deficiency, more specifically. So this means in Ayeyarwaddy Delta, they produce a lot of rice, meaning they produce a lot of food, but not enough diversified, so there is other challenge here. And of course, we faced Nargis cyclone in 2008, so a lot of cattle were lost, a lot of people also, and you can still see the effect in the Ayeyarwaddy now. So the current Delta program, we are working in 66 villages in 2 townships, Bogale and Molomyonju. We implement 4 projects in rural development with only 1 team, around 60 staff. And we contribute to improve the livelihood security, economic development and local governance in these 2 townships. And as previously seen, we try to improve knowledge and skill to empower the rural household and support the emergence and strengthen the community-based organization for sustainability, for them to be able to provide services to rural communities on microfinance and technically, and to facilitate the experience sharing among the farmer and networking of rural development stakeholders. So just to present quickly the program, there are 3 components: household knowledge and skill building, networking, and strengthening the community-based organization to provide services. Our target are small and medium farmers and what we call landless producer, meaning not paddy farmer. So for extension and advisory activity, we have paddy production, the first one, but also horticulture, livestock, aquaculture, farm and business management, marketing and nutrition. And for community-based organization of producers, we have seed grower for quality seed production. There is a network, and producer organization more like cooperative. We have also 3 types of microfinance services: inventory credit, hire purchase, and SPCS. And for networking, we have 2 types, one at farmer base. They produce a gadget, they write by themselves, and it is in order for farmers to voice out their problem and discuss together. And another one is with development stakeholders, including government and local NGO and INGO in the 2 townships we are working. So I would like to present the main challenge for farmers in Delta. The first one, and especially for this monsoon, we face a lot of weather instability, and we are really impacted for rice by the climate change, with flood and strong wind and things like that. We have difficulties to have access to quality seed. The soil fertility is really decreasing, so the paddy farmers, they can put as much fertilizer as they want. Now it's difficult to increase yield. There is poor diversification of the crop, is more monocropping of rice. Summer, monsoon is rice every time. So we saw a lot of pests and disease appearing for this rice. We have really difficult water management, labor shortage, and after Nargis specifically, but also because it's more interesting for labor to start to work for companies. They have difficulty to access loans, they face market price instability, and the quality of the production is somewhat low for selling as for consumption. So, to answer this challenge, how agroecology can help us? First, it's aimed to reduce the use of external input, to increase the food and nutrition quality, to increase the production diversification, increase the biodiversity, ensure soil fertility, ensure environment conservation, ensure the food and nutrition security, empower the farmer, and fight against climate change. So the objectives of agroecology are quite the same to answer the challenge we are facing in Delta. So I will present several techniques we developed, focus on rice, but we also implement for vegetable production. The first one will be the compost, to increase soil fertility and replace efficiently chemical fertilizer, to strengthen the plant to increase their resistance against pests and disease, to improve the soil structure in the field, because at the moment the paddy fields are really damaged, the soil is nearly dead, and to maximize the use of natural resources and avoid loss. And for this one, the most important one is the loss with the straw, because the farmer, after harvesting, they have a lot of available straw and they don't know what to do with that, so they just burn it. And this is really loss of fertility. So we try to make a rice straw compost, also solid compost with fresh material, and vermicompost and superbokashi. For solid compost, it is really costly for labor to gather the raw material, so we drop the technique for paddy farmer because it's too time consuming, and we keep it only for small surface for vegetable grower. And same for vermicompost because you have to gather a lot of fresh matter. So just to present some results, for monsoon 2016 we implement 3 trial farms where we test different type of practice. So the first one is farmer practice. The second one is the recommendation of good use of fertilizer, meaning not too much, because farmers in Delta, they put high amount of fertilizer, but they cannot increase anymore the yield this way. And the 3 other trials, we put half of the amount of chemical fertilizer plus straw compost or superbokashi or vermicompost. And as you can see, we can get higher yield. We get higher yield with less fertilizer and natural compost mixing both together. And we also had other results, like we saw higher plants, more field grain, and more grain per panicle with mixing chemical fertilizer and natural method, both together. And in summer 2016, we also made some trial, but actually we are working with an already strong farmer, and it was difficult to increase more yield because they already had some good practices, and they were like 2.3 tons per acre already producing as farmer practice. So only with superbokashi we could increase a little bit to 2.5 tons, but it was not as relevant as for monsoon season. And we have also trial because as we face labor shortage, it is costly to make the compost pile and things like that. So we wanted to know with 1 acre of straw how much compost we can produce. So over 1.5 tons. And how many laborers do we need? So just for straw collection, we need 5 men per day. After to make the pile, 4 men per day. And just for the aftercare, meaning watering and turning the pile, 1 man per day. We had 1 trial for summer and 3 trials are ongoing for monsoon straw. As we don't have the same varieties, we are doing monsoon and summer, we are trying for both seasons. And during January and June 2016, 377 piles of compost were made, but now it starts to be complicated to follow as other farmers adopt, so everybody starts to make by himself. And we made a small survey in October to know, okay, how much they can increase their yield by using compost, and we saw they can increase by 15%, and if they combine with other good practice, they can increase the yield over 30%. So here are some pictures about the trial we made for 1 acre of straw to compost. Another one combined with with straw composting is we use indigenous effective microorganisms to fasten the decomposition of the straw compost. It promotes also use in the field the germination, the growth of the rice, flowering, and everything. It enhances soil biological activity, but actually you can use also with livestock, and there is many use to this IM. And with it, the straw compost can be decomposed in 3 to 4 months instead to 5 to 8 months. So it's really gain of time. It is really easy to make by farmers, as they can find easy jaggery, papaya, banana, pumpkin, and eggs, and they don't just need that to make the liquid. And actually, it became a valuable product because now they can sell the bottle in their village. There is a start to be demand. So here you can see farmer shopping the fruit and the final IM solution, and after 45 days, it is full with mycelium. It is ready to use. We also tried green manure, and for that we aim to increase soil fertility, maintain the nitrogen fixation. We want to increase yield for rice in coming season and improve the soil structure. We made several trials with Sesbania acuata, Crotalaya juncea, the Bragram, and now for this year with jute. This is non-leguminous. So in monsoon 2015 with coffee, we had a 5% of increase in yield. In monsoon 2016, due to flood, only jute gave good result. The other crop just died by flooding. And so here you can see the comparison between after jute and without jute. Actually, the ripening stage didn't happen in the same time exactly. There was a little bit difference. And after jute, we really could see that the rice was darker, at the darker green color. The panicles were longer, they were more tiller, and less infection, less pest than without jute. And there were 33% increase more rice in after green manure than without green manure. Another technique is the quality seed production with a participatory guarantee system for certification, and this aims to ensure the difficult access to quality seed and the weakness of the formal production system. There is not enough seed available, the quality is variable, and also for some local varieties they are not produced in the formal system. So this quality seed production aims to increase the food and nutrition quality and quantity, empower the farmer by technical and management capacity building, and to support the community development and the autonomy by recognition of farmer production quality and trust among the actors. For this, we are working with the DOA. They are coming during the field inspection, and we send the seed sample to the laboratory to have the certification at the end. So just to explain the context, at Myanmar level, 3.6 million baskets are produced, but 30 million baskets are needed. And especially for us, 600 baskets are produced, but we should need around 3,000 to 4,000 baskets. So we can really increase the quantity of quality seed produced to supply the farmers. So at the moment, we produce, it is already the 3rd year. So we increase the number of farmers producing quality seed. And at the moment, this year, well, we had 31 farmers at the beginning, but due to flooding problem, logistic problem, this year only 19 farmers were able to send their seed sample to the laboratory. So we won't reach 31 tons of quality seed produced. Not this year, maybe half. We will see. And so, as I said, we work with the DOA on this. And during our survey in October, we already asked also the buyers, okay, what are the advantages? So they say, just with the same technique in the field, just using quality seeds, they can increase yield from 60 to 30%. They need to renew the seed stock only every 3 years, and due to good germination rate, they can decrease from 1.5 basket per acre, 1 to 2 baskets per acre, only 1.5. So this means from 42 kg to 31.5 kg per acre. And we also use the system of rice intensification, but adapted. You will see why. The objective are to increase the rice yield, to manage soil fertility and water resource management. As Dr. Techu already explained, there are several principles, like the pure seed selection and to make nursery with compost and early transplanting in line and things like that. We transplant in line, we select the seedling, we make a seed selection with salty water, but you will see that we still have problem with the water management. So, and with labor shortage. So farmers use the technique of SRI adapted mostly for PGS production, because it is valuable production, but for normal rice production, it is too costly for labor. The water management is also a problem, and we don't do it in summer because everybody broadcasts. It's only for monsoon. So here you can see, and you can see on this picture that we still have water management problem. So we still face some challenge with these agroecology practices because they are labor intensive and we face labor shortage. It is also knowledge intensive, so we need time to enforce the practice and for farmers to be able to handle them. The techniques are adapted to each region and context, so we need to try them first before large adoption by farmers. The effects cannot be seen immediately sometimes, and so the farmer, sometimes they don't believe it or they don't want to follow immediately. And to change the mindset is sometimes very difficult. It is also new for the staff, so even for our own staff, sometimes we need to learn first before implementation. And we have lack of information and research results for agroecology dissemination. There are a lot of techniques tried everywhere, but it is difficult to get the information and the result and share. So for the next step, we decided to develop an experimental farm to try by ourselves and learn in this experimental farm and try with strong farmers, what we call innovative farmers, for them to propose their idea and implement with our support in their field some new technique. And we would like to share the knowledge and link with other stakeholders. So we are making technical sheets about our practice, and we would like to organize field visit and agri-fair with other development stakeholders and with DOA, farmers. We would like to link with research also, and why not maybe with university. And we are members of Ayeyarwaddy Work Network, so that's why we participate in the organization of this type of event and things like that. So if you want to contact me, here are my contact. Thank you very much.